Crafters, welcome back to the attic. It is the last day of July. Happy Friday. Did I get my June attic heirloom journal all finished? No, I did not. Did I get my July attic heirloom journal started? No, I did not. And you know what? That's okay. Sometimes things happen. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be recapping what I did get done in July, what's coming up in August. I'm going to finish up my final sketch for my collaboration that I'm doing with Trish over at Crafting Whimsy for Junk Journal Sketches, and I'm going to go over all the details for our exciting event that we're going to be doing with Tammy at Paper Nest and Christina over at Scrapcraft Stitchery for August. So be sure to stay tuned to the end so you can catch out all the details of that. But let's take a look at what I have gotten done. For July, what I did get done is I started my June attic heirloom. I've put this little journal together. I've got some of the pages backed. I didn't get them all backed. I created 2 journal cards using the Junk Journal sketches, and I created my cover using a Junk Journal sketch. That is what I got done in July, other than I managed to catch some kind of virus that put me in bed for about a week. And I am just now starting to get my energy back, and I already felt so behind from trying to catch up from June-tober and all the things I wanted to get done in July, and none of that happened. But sometimes you just have to say it's okay. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do the final sketch from Trish over at Crafting Whimsy. And I think what I want to do with this sketch is I want to do one of my pages in my journal with this sketch. I'm going to fold this page over here because I'm going to make this end up being a flap eventually, and I'm going to build my junk journal sketch on this page here. If you caught Trisha's video, this sketch was a little different, but it is a great way to use up scraps. So I'm going to be just layering these pieces and building something on top of this journal page. In the sketch, we're going to need 6 strips of paper. So I've gathered some things, and one of the things I think I want to do is not just use strips of paper. I think I want one of the strips to be a piece of fabric, so I've gathered a piece of that. I'm going to cut off this little scrap here. Save that for later. So I think I'm going to let that be one of my strips. And let's see what we've got. Some of the strips are kind of small or short as they go horizontally across the page. 3 of them go horizontally across the page and 3 of them go vertically. I think I'm going to use this one for one of my vertical strips. I think I want this one to be a vertical strip. And let's see, let's get one more. Let's do this one. Okay, those are going to be my 3 vertical strips. Now let's look at what I might want to use for the horizontal strips. I think I want to back this with, let's see here. I don't want to take away from the strips too much, so I think I want to take this piece and I'm just going to do some paper tearing here for a base. because I don't want all of this music page to show. I do want some of it to show, but not all of it. So let's go ahead and start there. And this was not in the sketch. The base sketch is a base card. And I'm kind of creating the base card from this page and this piece of dyed copy paper here. So I want to get that. And I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. I cannot believe this is the last day of July. I had a lot of intentions to get caught up on things and even get ahead. Well, guess what? Life had other intentions for me. I didn't get caught up. I didn't get ahead. I managed to get further behind. But that's okay. The show will go on. We will be starting our mix, layer, and make series here. Again, I'm co-hosting that with Tammy at Paper Nest and Christina at Scrapcraft and Stitchery. I will have all the information for that new event down in the description box, and at the end of this video I will hit the highlights for everything for you to be looking for. Okay, I like that. I think I'm gonna do it like that. Let's grab a tape runner here. I did not catch the whatever bacteria thing that is going around with pretty much most leafy green vegetables. I managed to catch some kind of respiratory virus. And I will tell you, that is as sick as I have been in quite some time. I have not had something pretty much make me down for the count for almost a whole week, to where I got nothing done. I could not focus my brain on anything. I did watch some videos. I caught up on some sleep, and I binge watched a show on Netflix called Firefly Lane. And let me tell you, that show is not for the faint of heart. It was based on a book, and I had heard that it was a tearjerker, and they weren't lying. That show had me all in the feels. Probably didn't help that I wasn't feeling well to start with, so it made it even worse. Alright, let's get this strip, and if you followed along with Trisha's video and sketch, these strips were numbered as to which one you would lay down first. And of course, my bottle seems clogged. That's what happens when you haven't used your glue or any of your supplies for a week. I have not sat at this craft desk in over a week. The videos I did have up last week, I apologize if I cough, were filmed in advance. I have to clean all this out here. Get ready for the new event. Alright. Let's see. Get this one right here. And now we want our second one is a horizontal strip. And I think I want to do that with a torn piece like this. The sketch had all of the strips cut very neatly, very straight. But I wanted to go a little rogue with this and just see what I could come up with. Right, and so for number 3, it's our long strip. And I think I want to use this one. And I'm going to cut this out and make it a little center. And a little more three-dimensional. And I apologize if I'm not talking a whole lot in this video. I have, like I said, had that respiratory virus, and sometimes when I start talking a lot, I will start coughing. And I don't want to cough. I think I want to go ahead and do the same thing over here. And just make this whole strip more three-dimensional. Looks like. I think I'll go right there. Let's go ahead and mark this where I'm going to cut that. And ink these edges up a little bit. Did get my camera set up to start doing lives. I unfortunately did not get to test that live out this past Tuesday with Christina and Tammy. I hated that. I had intended to be on Christina's live this past week. It did not work. So we'll be going just full force into this Tuesday's live. Hope everything goes well. I hope I don't mess Christina's live up. But we will just do the best we can. I did want to tell you that Christina has a video out. She put it out yesterday where she made a recipe box that she's going to be using throughout the event to hold her recipe cards. So be sure to head over and check that out. Again, I'll have the link for all of their channels and their Ko-fi shops in the description box. Okay, I'm going to put that there. And I need to pause for just a minute, and I will come right back. Okay, we've got 1, 2, and 3. 4 is another vertical, not vertical, horizontal. And I think I'm gonna do just a thin, what do I want here? Have some scraps that I could add just a thin. Oh, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Again, I am totally winging this. I am not sure what it's gonna look like. This is just what is popping in my head at the moment. For better or worse. Let's see. I think I'm going to do that. Let's cut this. And make this my strip number 4. Add a little bit of ink to that. What has everybody else been doing for the month of July? I know a lot of people played along with Christmas in July. I did not do that this time. One, for some reason, as hot as it was, I just could not get my head wrapped around Christmas. 2, even if I'd have wanted to play along with that, I definitely did not have time. A lot of people have been also doing the Junk Journal July. I think it was the UK version. I've seen a lot of beautiful things from that. I want to leave it. I've seen a lot of beautiful things from that I would love to try sometime. And again, this is nothing like what you would think that sketch Trish used. It is just a real loose interpretation of that sketch. I'm not using straight paper strips. I'm using a lot of 3D elements with the fabric and cutting out the paper to make it look more 3D. That just goes to show that just because you saw something somebody did, don't think you have to repeat it exactly like that. It can be a great inspiration and jumping off point to then create something completely and totally different. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5. And I think I want to make this one really skinny. And maybe just take a little bit of this. Don't want the lace. I think I do. I think I want to cut this lace out. I'm just going to rough fussy cut this out. Not following the lines super well, because I don't even know exactly how much of this I'll use. Let's see what we've got here. Alright, I'm going to do it right like that. And I think I'm going to tear it. And tear it here. Alright, ink this up. And anytime you're playing like this, if something doesn't turn out the way you thought it should or wanted it to, step away from it a little bit. Sometimes I'll leave things on my desk overnight, come back to them, and I can then figure out what it's missing or decide that I liked it after all. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Sometimes you can look at stuff for such a long time that you lose track of what you wanted it to look like to start with. And that's 5, and we need one final strip for 6. That'll go horizontal again. And I think I'm going to use this. Let's grab my Fabri-Tac again. And I'm going to have to clean this out. Because it is completely stopped up. And do I want it this way? Yeah, I think I do. I think I'm going to go just like that. And that is the base of that card. And I'm going to add a couple of embellishments. I left my fussy cuts. Let me go grab those and I'll be right back. All right, I'm not sure exactly where I put my fussy cuts at the moment, so I am just going to use this for a little embellishment with one of the sentiment strips probably. And let's see, I think I'm going to take this. You have till the end of the day today, midnight Eastern Standard Time, to do any last entries into the JJ Sketches giveaway. Remember to put it in the correct albums comments There was an album for each week and also a bonus album if you went back and did any of the bonus sketches that Trish already had on her channel. I'll be tallying those up this weekend and do the giveaway next week. Do that, and let's see about a sentiment. And I think we'll call this one good. Let's do pressed and kept. That looks like that fits this page well. I can hold on to things. And let's ink these last final pieces up, and we'll get those put on. I will be finishing, actually I will be starting the July Attic Heirloom Journal soon. I don't know that I'll do any of that on camera. I may come back and just do a flip through of that and the final finished project of this June one. My brain sometimes does not like me to get behind, even though I say it's fine. My brain, until I've finished this June one, for some reason won't let me go on to July. And it'll be time for the August one. Alright, let's put that there. And do this here. And the little sentiment. And there we go. My finished final junk journal sketch for July. I love the series Trish is doing. I will come back to it often, I know. So you will see this on my channel other times throughout the year, not just for this event. And I hope y'all go over and remember to subscribe to Trish's channel. Hit the like button, leave her a comment, and let her know if you've been watching her junk journal sketches. And then this will be flipped over and I can add something here. And so I'm going to clean my desk up and we'll come back and we'll talk about the August event. And before we move on to talking about the August event, I wanted to once again thank Trish so much for collaborating with me here in July for junk journal sketches. I hope y'all have enjoyed it as much as I have. So let me set this aside and let's talk about August. And without further ado, let's talk about Mix, Layer, and Make, our August event. This is an event that I'm co-hosting with Tammy over at Paper Nest Crafts and Christina at Scrapcraft Stitchery. It is a month-long paper crafting challenge inspired by the idea of crafty recipes. For the challenge, we'll be using themes and prompts to help you create a layered crafty recipe. Think of it like a little paper crafting formula, where you start with a base, you add your layers, sprinkle in the details, and make it your own. So let's look at the calendar first. For the video schedule, we will be doing videos Monday through Thursday. On Monday, every Monday for the month, with the exception of the 31st, and I'll talk about that at the end. Every Monday, Christina at Scrapcraft Stitchery will do a video with that day's theme and prompt. On Tuesdays, come over to Christina's channel at 7 p.m. Central Time to catch all three of us on a live event where we will be doing that day's prompt and daily theme during her lives. On Wednesday, I will have the daily theme and prompt on my channel, and then on Thursday, Tammy at Paper Nest will have the daily theme and prompt on her channel. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are free days where you can catch up, check out any of the videos you may have missed, play along with any of the cards you still need to work on, or just have fun. There'll be 16 recipe cards in total for Monday through Thursday from the 3rd to the 27th. The 31st, we're not doing anything then because that's going to be the deadline for entering into the giveaway. Let's talk about the biggest change for this event. The biggest change for this event versus the ones I normally do is the freebies for this event will all be in our Ko-fi shops. During Junetober, we got some feedback that not everybody likes Facebook and not everybody's on Facebook, and I totally get that, but they still wanted to play along. And so we decided for this event that we would be posting our freebies in Ko-fi so that you could go over there, even though you're not on Facebook, you can go over there and grab all the freebies. And I'll talk more about the freebies in a minute. The only thing you won't be able to do if you're not on Facebook is enter into the giveaway. The giveaway will only be in my Facebook group because that is the best way I know of trying to keep up with that. If I ever come up with a different idea of how I can do that and make it more accessible to people that aren't on Facebook, might try to do some events that don't have anything to do with Facebook. But for right now, Facebook is a great community that we can all come together and share our makes, and it gives me a chance to give back to that community. So at the end of the event, one winner will be chosen at random and receive a free digital kit from my shop, and it'll be any kit of their choice. All the entries must be in by midnight Eastern Standard Time on the 31st. There's 16 recipe cards in total, running through Monday through Thursday for each week. And how you'll enter is you will complete that recipe card and post it in the album section of my Facebook group. Each day will have its own photo, and so you will post it in the comment section of that photo, just like you have with all my other events. Each completed recipe card counts as one entry, so you can earn up to 6 entries in total if you completed all 16 cards. You do not have to complete all 16 cards. You could get just 1 entry if you wanted to. You can't get more than 16. You can show as many cards as you want to make, but you only get counted 1 entry per recipe card prompt. Again, all the entries must be posted by midnight Eastern Standard Time on August 31st, and the winner will be chosen at random using a random name picker. So let's talk a little bit about the calendar. This calendar will be in my Facebook group. It is a clickable, linked calendar, so if you save this as a PDF, has to be saved as a PDF or the links don't work. Each one of these will let you click right on to our channel for the day. And this link down here takes you straight to my Facebook group. I mentioned earlier in my video, Christina has done a video where she has created a recipe card box. And on her Ko-fi site, you can go over there and get all the instructions for the recipe box. Now let's take a look at the recipe cards. We've got 16 recipe cards that have the prompts already printed on them, and you can find this freebie in Tammy's Ko-fi shop. And again, all those links will be down in the description box, and we also have a link tree that will take you to all the Ko-fi shops and all the YouTube channels. So you've got all 16 cards, and then you've got a bonus sheet. I don't have these in order, but you have a bonus sheet that doesn't have any of the days on there, to where if you wanted to make some extra cards with your own prompts or ideas, you could include that. For my freebie for this event is I've got a set of 5 fussy cut sheets. Again, these are on my Ko-fi site. They are free. There is nothing you will need to do. You just have to go over to Ko-fi and download those. And I've got them in a couple of different colors and some that has some blended colors. And these are just little items that you can use to work with the prompts. Again, I will not have something on all these pages for all the prompts. You'll have to use your imagination, use your stash, and come up with your cards for your prompts. So I hope you'll join us for a month of mixing, layering, and making and playing with those lovely paper bits in your stash. This is an event that will help you use up a lot of those scraps. I will not be doing the recipe card box. I am going to be doing cards, but I am not going to be doing a box. I wanted to try to challenge myself to do something that I haven't done before, and that is make a tag book, so to speak, except I'm going to be using flashcards and these book rings. I purchased both of these at the Dollar Tree. Again, not Dollar Tree anymore. I think these were $1.50 each, and I think maybe Dollar Tree's now up to $1.75. I've lost count. Can't keep up with their price changes so much. But you might be able to find these, especially now that back to school sales are going on. You might be able to find these even cheaper at somewhere like Walmart or other school supply stores that might have things on sale. So I hope you'll join me, Tammy, and Christina for a month full of crafty recipe fun. And I'd love for you to leave me a comment down in the comment section and let me know if you'll be playing along. And if so, are you going to be creating that recipe box that Christina made? Or are you going to do something completely different? That is the thing about these events. They can fit anyone's style. So until I see y'all again here in the attic, y'all take care.